at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
Well, he causes those mistakes, too. I mean, he'll harass you for the full 94 feet, never giving you an inch.
On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season, he wasn't all bad. He did hit a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's...
Look at that jam! Just beautiful.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And Hickson throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
The 19-foot shot. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd joining us for the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
They're playing with a sense of urgency, even though they're at home. Sometimes you feel so comfortable on your home court, the other team can jump on you. But they know these fans have their back, and now they're well positioned to build a lead in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, they need to be more aggressive. They got to take the ball inside. See.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you at...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Taking a look at the Wizards. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Dudley in at the 3 slot. Back to Wall. Shoots from 12. Gortat misses.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted 1st overall, Beal 3rd in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
Well, Clark getting back to Wall and Beal, they really complemented each other perfectly over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you look at some of the great backcourts of any age over that time, and Wall and Beal right there with him. And it's good to be so young and talented, that's for sure.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Wizards trail by 6. Here's Beal. Elijah Wan with the block. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
What a beautiful pass. And then the catch and finish all in one motion, stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Clark, is just so rare. You just got to take a second and enjoy it.
And also, guys, how about the confidence? You have got to admire someone even willing to attempt a pass like that.
Wall against Curry. Here is Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. The third quarter. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. We've got Durant. Anthony Davis is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Davis, and it's blocked. Here's Porter, and Durant sends it back. Here's Jordan, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Picked by Olajuwon. Off the screen. The shot is off. And it's Washington the other way.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And Sessions kicks to Beal. The 11-footer, and Davis sends it back. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Washington, Morris is checked in for Nene. Dudley comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And John Wall subbed in for Sessions.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so Wall nails both of them. Stolen by Dudley.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter.
How hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Curry. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
And the Wizards with possession. From deep, Wall. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Here's Jordan, and he dunks it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Dudley. It falls. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making it.
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every down.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.